Welcome to Spellbound Studio, everybody. This is Folklore Friday. Before we get to it, please make sure to become a star in the Spellbound constellation by liking, subscribing, commenting, or sharing this video. If you would like to further support the studio, check the links in the description below. Every time the 13th of a month falls on a Friday, for many in Western culture, it's not just another day. Instead, it carries the weight of superstition, unease, and the whispered possibility that something might go wrong. But why? What is it about the number 13 and the day Friday that, when combined, becomes the subject of fear and folklore? Do you believe Friday the 13th brings bad luck, or do you treat it like any other day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start with the number 13. In many traditions, the number 12 symbolizes completeness. 12 months in a year, 12 zodiac signs, 12 hours on a clock, and 12 apostles. It's orderly, familiar, and stable. So when 13 appears, it feels like an interruption. Something beyond the natural cycle, something unpredictable. In Norse mythology, there's a story where 12 gods are invited to a banquet in Valhalla. Loki, the trickster god, shows up uninvited, becoming the 13th guest. His mischief leads to the death of Balder, the god of light and joy. The tragedy is often cited as one of the earliest examples of 13 being associated with misfortune. In Christian tradition, the association continues. At the Last Supper, there are 13 guests, Jesus and his 12 apostles, and the very next day, Good Friday, Jesus was crucified. The combination of betrayal and death linked both 13 and Friday to sorrow and bad luck. But even older cultures carried similar feelings. The ancient Babylonians skipped the 13th month in their lunar calendar, and in early numerology, 13 was seen as irregular, a number that could not be divided evenly by common symmetry. Friday itself was not always unlucky. In fact, many pagan traditions, it's considered sacred. It's connected to goddesses like Freya or Frigg, who rule over love, fertility, and beauty. But when Christianity spread through Europe, some of those older associations were reinterpreted as ominous. Because the crucifixion occurred on a Friday, it gradually became considered an unlucky day to start journeys, sign contracts, or embark on new ventures. By the Middle Ages, people avoided weddings or setting sail on a Friday. So over time, both Friday and the number 13 separately developed a reputation for misfortune. The exact moment when Friday the 13th became a unified superstition is hard to pinpoint, but it likely emerged during the 19th century. One popular legend ties it to the Knights Templar, who were arrested en masse on Friday, October 13th, 1307, accused of heresy, and they were executed. Whether coincidence or poetic timing, that event added historical weight to the date's dark mystique. By the early 1900s, references to Friday the 13th as an unlucky day appeared in books, newspapers, and even the stock market. Then, in 1907, Thomas Lawson's novel Friday the 13th told the story of a broker who uses the superstition to cause chaos on Wall Street, cementing the phrase in popular imagination. And of course, in modern times, horror films like Friday the 13th turned that superstition into pop culture gold. It gave it a new and more bloody life on the screen. But you don't have to believe in curses or to feel uneasy when you see Friday the 13th on a calendar. That's because fear of this day also has psychological roots. Humans are wired for pattern recognition. We want to find meaning in randomness. When something bad happens on Friday the 13th, we tend to remember it. When something good happens on Friday the 13th, we tend to forget it. That's called confirmation bias. We notice what supports our beliefs and we ignore what does not. There's also the self-fulfilling prophecy effect. People who expect bad luck might act more cautiously, make small mistakes, or second-guess themselves, which ironically can lead to the very bad outcomes they feared. In short, we create the superstition as much as we suffer from it. And the stats do not back up our fears. Studies showed no significant spike in accidents, injuries, or disasters on this day compared to any other day. Still, millions of people avoid travel, skip major purchases, or postpone wedding dates just to be safe. And that's the real power of the belief. But did you know that there is an actual name for this fear? It is called triskaidekaphobia. And that is quite a mouthful to say. The fear of Friday the 13th specifically is known as paraskevidekatriophobia. Another mouthful. These tongue-twisting words may sound playful, but they point to a real psychological phenomenon. How powerful cultural narratives can become embedded in our language, our behavior, and even our emotions. Superstitions like Friday the 13th persist because they fulfill a deep human need. They help us feel a sense of order in an unpredictable world. When life feels chaotic, it's easier to blame a number or a date than to face randomness head-on. But there's also comfort in the ritual. We knock on wood, cross our fingers, or avoid walking under ladders. Not because we believe in magic, but because it gives us a sense of control. Friday the 13th is, in that way, both a cultural mirror and a coping mechanism. It's a reminder of how myth, psychology, and storytelling shape our reality even now, thousands of years later. It's also an example of how we use fear to make sense of the unknown. So, after everything that we've explored today, the myths, the legends, and the psychology, I want to know what you think. Is Friday the 13th truly unlucky or just another day wrapped in centuries of superstition? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say about it. And that is it for me today, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and until next time, stay spellbound.